All right, so Rick, in this podcast, I don't know if you've seen it before, but I don't want you to say anything until I bring your name up because I do a little an intro and all that stuff. So
You know what? Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
You're not really a director, but I'll listen to it.
It's my show.
But I've watched a few of your.
It's my show.
I've watched a few of your episodes just in this setup alone.
It's my show.
And every time you say that, somebody talks.
I know, but
and
I
it's
don't
part
like
of
it.
the
I don't
shtick,
like it. I don't like it.
then I'm going to do what you want because you know what?
What?
You came on my podcast. You helped me out. I'm going to do the same for you.
Why the attitude so early on?
You can't see because my mask
Yeah,
is
you're
on.
smiling.
But
Are you smiling?
yeah.
You're ecstatic.
And if you could push in, you'll see the hearts on my eyes.
Okay. Do we have that technology?
You can send it to me if you want, because I'm going to do a little. I want to bring a little. Take your shoes off flair. So we'll be cutting to my dad's rug commercial at some point. I'll send you the footage.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the history power dynamic here.
Oh, there is no.
Is it fruitful?
Well, we'll find out right after
find
a
out.
word from Marshall Rug Gallery. Bobby, could you look to camera and snap and say, "And we're back"?
And we're back.
No.
Bobby, snap and say, "And we're back."
Yeah, the worst rugs in America, and we're back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
It comes with bed bugs and lice, and fungi. You know, he gets. You know, his dad gets his rugs from Bangladesh, and they're used rugs. He doesn't wash them. He sells them outright, and they have fucked people's feet up for sure.
The only thing I heard was "fun guy," and that's right. At Marshall Rug Gallery, we are just a bunch of fun guys with high quality from synthetic
and
to
they
a
will
New
get you
Zealand
fucking
wool.
sick.
Whatever, man.
They'll get you sick.
Just put the fucking commercial in.
Hey, Khalyla.
Oh yeah. So you can't believe what he just did, Khalyla. He brought his own earphones. He brought his own mic.
He unscrewed his mic.
He unscrewed. He fucking wiped everything down with his own toiletry, his wipes. He's very paranoid.
You live close by, right, Rick?
You can talk now. We're not shooting.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but when you walked in, I just became speechless.
It's nice.
We'll be right back with a word from Marshall Rug Gallery. And we're back.
His dad owns a used rug factory.
Well, it's not
You
used.
know what?
Yeah.
Bobby actually told me this a long time ago, and I kept asking him, "Why aren't you calling Rick?" And he was like, "Well, because
Go ahead.
he's going to hound me about the podcast again if I."
Did you feel hounded? I'll never ask you again.
Oh, you're on. It worked.
Oh, you mean this? I've only asked you a couple times for this.
50.
You know what? I know the most unattractive thing you could be is defensive, especially when you're somebody else's home. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
you ever want rugs with no strings attached, except for the fringe on, which is all decorative,
Yeah.
you let me know.
Yeah.
Or you. Let me
Yeah,
know.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He's not a rug guy. I'm super big into rugs.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
Me too.
You're obsessed
I
with rugs?
hang them on the
Obsessed.
wall. I want to hang rugs on
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
walls.
Yeah. Like no, you know what? It reminds me of Godfather 2. Remember when young,
Fredo.
not Fredo. Remember when when Brando played the young, not Brando, when De Niro played the young Brando. What's Corleone?
Mike.
No.
Don Corleone.
Don Corleone,
Corleone,
right?
yeah.
And he helped steal that rug from that other house.
Spoiler, but yes.
If you haven't seen it, it's crazy. You know? It's like saying, Darth Vader is Luke's dad.
Father is what you would say.
I know, but, Bruce Willis was dead the whole time.
He also had a headache the whole time. Depends on what
I know.
what movie.
Six.
So what do? You
I haven't started.
we chit chat for a little bit until you feel until we're hot, and then I quiet down.
I'm just trying to gather the.
My levels feel a little low and Bobby's a little high. I don't know what you guys do in post, but it's distracting to me.
Yeah.
You want higher?
Okay.
There you go.
You want a little higher?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
Mine's not high enough.
Yeah, this
You
is
wanted
good.
it really
Mine's,
high.
can I have mine a little higher, please?
We have to put you down. You spike the
Yeah.
audio.
Mine's not high enough.
Well, you have to be more consistent.
Your
Go up
number
and
your
down.
number is
Yeah.
higher than Rick's right now.
A little higher, please.
I feel like Rick has a more consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one-dimensional.
It's called flat
He's,
affect.
he's vocally one-dimensional.
Yeah. And you're smart and great. Can we get this?
All right, go ahead.
Suku tukang kumul, maka ki, cukup mula kau dapat kami
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm a fat old man. I'm a fat old man. I'm a fat old man living in this world, gonna die real soon. Welcome to another episode of TB. Wow, what a beautiful day, huh? Khalyla and I had therapy earlier. It went real nice with our therapist. We did a couple session.
I didn't say her name.
I mean, the lady.
The lady.
The lady. She's a great lady. We talked about foot fungi, how you're mad about that. And I have to
talk to Rick about this. I want to ask what his
clip my nails. But we got Gilbert.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It was just like, and then nothing came out, you know?
Yeah.
And then we've got George, my man, my main man. Well, very excited about today's guest. I'll tell you why. Him and I, you know, I don't really have a lot of friends, but I do have some close besties. And I would have to consider him to be one of my besties. Him and I have, we text every day.
Wow.
Every night he says goodnight and texts. And we do these long, like, you know what I mean?
Were you read one? The last one?
No, don't talk until I say your name.
I was just testing my levels. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. So anyway, every morning he goes, good morning. I go, what's your plan today, buddy? And he tells me, and then we go back and forth, these funny banters at nights. Him and I have gone to the Himalayas and done free solo rock climbing.
Oh,
Yeah, him and I, we herd animals.
fantastic.
Hurt
Yeah.
or heard?
We've both hurt and herd.
The good kind
Hurt.
of hurt. The good kind of hurt.
Don't talk. Okay. He really is somebody that. No, he is somebody that I just want to really know on a deep level. And, you know, people ask, how come this person has not been on TigerBelly before? Well, he's always been so busy, you know. He's actually been on a short list of mine. I wrote it down, of names of people to be on my podcast. And as you can tell, you know.
Hand it over to him.
Well, I don't want to, you know what I mean, but you're on the bottom there. Yeah.
Who's at the top?
Tom Segura. It just is a list of, you know, a short list
I
of
wanna read the list.
people I love.
Why is mine the one that's biggest and in the brightest color?
It says Rick Glassman.
This is Rick Glassman, though.
Glassman is what I meant.
And it's Rick with just a K, no C.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, you were on this list, and so this is proof that I've always wanted to do on this podcast.
Yeah, I'm here, I believe.
Yeah. You're here, even though we asked you last night. My point is this.
You also said you want to get to know me 2 seconds after you told me to shut up.
Yeah. He has a one shoe pod.
OSP.
What's it called?
Take your shoes off.
Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off podcast. I've done it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what a glorious time I had.
Dude, it's crazy.
I love you so much.
Yeah, what you brought to
Don't
my...
talk until I say your name.
We already
All right.
did.
I know.
We said Rick Glassman.
Yeah, but that was without a C.
Yeah.
That was
We have the wonderful. Oh, let me just get to his credits.
Jesus Christ.
Actor,
Okay.
comedian,
Wow.
right? He's a. That's it. Those two things.
Son,
Oh yeah, son
boyfriend.
son of a father who has, you know, what I mean?
Son of a father.
Son of a father who has a
He also...
rugs,
fun guy, yeah.
real good rugs.
We'll be right back with the
No,
word.
we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But I love you so much. His name is Rick Glassman. Give him a round of applause.
Yeah.
What a wonderful
Thank
treat.
you.
What a
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on this podcast. One of the biggest and best podcasts, not even comedy podcasts, just one of the biggest and best podcasts ever. Thank you for inviting me into your home. And it's my first time here. I know you've been here for a little bit. You haven't finished hanging everything on the walls, but I did bring a gift for you. I know things are weird with touching, so feel free to open it later. You've seen me at the gloves, the sanitizer. I'm clean. You're disgusting. I'm clean. So I'd like to give you this gift. And
Okay.
He's taking something out of a bag.
Taking
for
something out
audio
of a
listeners,
bag.
yeah.
'Cause
It's a real gift.
it's a real gift.
Do you have
It's
Go
wrapped.
underneath.
wrapped.
Just
Yeah,
go
you moved
underneath.
into a place.
Yeah. Just give it to. Put it over there.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Rick.
Thank you so much. What a
everything's
nice.
clean.
That's the
thing.
first home. What do you call those things?
Housewarming gift.
Housewarming
Housewarming gift we've
It's
ever
shaped
had.
like an iPad. I'm excited.
So if it's less than the iPad, you're
It's not, I'm
disappointed.
very little disappointed.
It costs less than an iPad, but it's more. It's like anything. What are you going to use an iPad for? It's a bigger phone. This is something that an iPad can't give you.
right.
And you almost spelled my name right.
Did I spell it wrong? How do you spell it? How did I spell it? How do you spell it?
I like that version better.
How could you read it from here, babe?
How could you not?
Would you like George to open it now or do it later?
We'll open it. Should we open it now?
Yeah.
Let's open it now.
I want to open it now.
You want to put on
And
some
also-
gloves and you could open it?
No, I don't want it to open.
I
I
want
don't
to
know. Touch it.
because
No,
he's
no,
gonna touch
don't.
and then scratch his nose.
Yeah, don't touch it. Don't have George do
Will
it.
it detonate?
George, you open it, right?
Wait, hold on. What are your guys' opinions on surfaces here? Dry surfaces.
It depends. If you're someone like me, it doesn't matter what I touch because I don't touch my face.
Enjoy the gift.
Thank you. Give it to me.
It was that simple.
It's
It
very
was that
simple.
simple. Wow.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
So
you read the card now or later?
You
let's
can read it now.
Please read it now.
Okay, I'm gonna read this.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, it's an Asian guy. Is this an Asian guy or a Jewish boy?
What's the difference? We're all one person.
Okay.
Wow.
Very good answer.
Wow.
I enjoy it.
Spelled my name right inside though.
Yeah, I'm not a good speller in bubble letters. The only thing I've ever written in bubble letters until today was happy birthday, to be
I'm
honest.
the best with bubble letters.
Yeah.
All day. It's what I do all day. I doodle bubble letters all day.
Cut
But
to
you
a
know what
clip.
I do? You know what I've always done with the eye? I always do a big circle eye.
Yes.
With the
You've always
I don't
wanted
do
a big
dot.
circle eye.
How do you do your S?
Okay, was that
bubble?
wait, stop. Was that a racial joke about my fucking slanty eyes?
It was a racial observation.
Okay, and touche.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Khalyla and Bobby, thank you very much for inviting me to your new home.
It's just needy and desperate.
I know how
It's needy, desperate, and it's gross.
difficult these times are and how important it is to distance yourselves from others.
Not
What-
real.
Okay.
I'm going to comment after every line.
Okay.
May I comment after every line? Not real.
I
Doesn't
mean, look
care.
at what you have to put up.
Go ahead,
my podcast is literally on the balcony now. I mean, it's
Go ahead,
very
go
difficult
ahead,
to do
babe.
this.
I saw that with Esther outside. What a
love to have you.
pleasure it is to be able to safely and practically enjoy your company on one of the greatest podcasts of all time! !
The only one in the thing.
That's nice.
Okay. As a thank you, underlined, I want to give you both something that will make you happy. And there's a sentence here that's been redacted.
Yeah,
Is
I'll
there
tell you what
any-
it is.
Yeah, is there any way to...
I can tell you what it is.
Hold on, no.
I just-
You're going to tell me what's in here?
No. What was redacted? The
Oh,
reason I
can
chose.
read it. I can read it.
Oh, but I want. It's
No, no,
important.
let
It's
her read-
important
let
that
her
you know.
read it first.
Okay.
Also, please remember to give me your shirt sizes so I may send you high quality take your shoes off merch.
Oh, high quality.
Yeah, wow.
Keep reading.
Oh. Podcast merchandise, which you can get at rickglassman.com.
Yeah.
I see why that was redacted.
I see why it was...
Yeah, because I didn't want you to. Because I am making a joke. If anybody wants to check out my stuff, they're gonna do it. They don't need my website.
Yeah.
So it's just a joke. But I didn't want you to think the gift was a joke.
Right.
So I took it off because we'll do
Right,
jokes
right.
throughout. But
But
this is
you
a real
did.
gift.
But here's the deal, bro. Right?
Yeah, my instinct.
There was a
to-
way to delete it,
Yeah.
so that we couldn't see through the print.
Little light there.
No, it's
a
important.
little. It was a little light. So
May
that
I
we could
explain my
read-
logic? It's important that you understand this. This was thought out.
Yeah.
Now, the best move would have been to just use another card, which I'm not going to waste
Right.
another card on. So I didn't want to cross it out and make it think like you guys felt I had a secret on you. So I was giving you the option to know, listen, this is not important. You don't have to read this. If you want to, I just want to be completely transparent with my intentions
What's
from the
the
beginning.
pressure of the Sharpie for you to redact something, but just enough so that I'm still able to read through?
Yeah.
Okay. Two things. Take a look at where it says bar mitzvah, and I crossed it off. And what does it say?
Oh, it says just a little victory dance for your not bar mitzvah, your new home.
Now, on the not bar mitzvah, I crossed it off with a thin Sharpie.
Yeah.
Just to show the cross off is kind of like honorable.
Right.
It's just,
May I make an argument?
nope. The other redacted part was a thick Sharpie with 4 lines. 4. So I legitimately tried to hide it, but I also didn't want to
May I make an
It
argument?
looks like a light brushing, though. You didn't apply
it might have
the
been
pressure.
subconscious. It might have been
Babe.
subconscious.
Especially on rickglassman.com.
First-
A little light.
Especially on what?
rickglassman.com. A little light.
With a C, right?
With
R-I-C-K.
R-I-C-K.
Yeah.
Glassman.com. A little light.
Wait, hold on. Bobby wanted to interrupt our fun rapport with a bad joke. Go ahead.
Okay, it wasn't going to be a bad joke. It was just going to be an observation, and that's an attack on me, and that hurts. It's an attack on me, and it hurts.
Right.
All right. I'm just saying that when I buy a card, which I've bought many, Okay, back off.
Has he
All right?
is he a card guy more than a regular person?
I'm not a card guy. As
He's a
in-
gift card guy.
I'm a gift card guy.
You would think somebody who was so
Can
well
I
known
make my
for
point?
giving
Can I make-
cards would have gotten
Can I make my
one
point? You fuck.
housewarming
Hey,
gift.
but you fuck. Can I
Yes.
make my point?
Yes.
All right. So, for instance, you know what I used to do as a joke when if I didn't like somebody, if it was somebody's birthday, I would go to a store, right, a card store, or sometimes I would go be lazy and go to CVS because they have a card section, and if it was like my buddy's birthday, I would go to the grandmother section,
Right,
and get silly, right?
Yeah.
Grandma for your 98th birthday, and it'd be some sort of fun
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah.
And we would giggle, right? But normally, like if you had cancer and you were dying, right? I wouldn't do that. I would pick
You
a
pick a
card.
cancer
I would
card?
I would pick a card appropriate to your situation. Okay.
I see.
What you did was you had a bunch of, because you're Jewish, you had a bunch of bar mitzvah cards at your house.
So it's not a little Asian boy.
Yeah,
It's a little Jewish
it's a
boy.
little Jewish boy right there. Okay. And you just crossed out bar mitzvah, put new home in there. I just find it to be a little lazy.
I also want to comment on your edges here, Rick.
Yeah.
While I do appreciate the gift and the card,
Yeah.
I'm not a
Before
big.
you open it, I want to rebuttal both of these.
I am,
It's not a debate. Let's let it go. Open the fucking thing.
your edges.
Take a look at the other side.
Okay. I like
Very
the
good.
taping. The taping is symmetrical, but
Right.
the edges, it's like you tore it.
Everything was intentional. One side was Bobby, one side is you. I thought about all of it. Look at the other side edges.
He's so
You know
quick.
why? Because this was not cut by you. This was cut by the company who made the paper.
I cut
Yeah, yeah.
all of it.
No.
Doubt it.
Doubt it.
What are you talking
This was
about?
the edge of the roll, and this is what you cut.
Thank you. So
Of course, but I still had to cut the edge of the roll. It wasn't a new wrapping paper. Hold on.
No.
Once you use wrapping paper once, everything
Just
used
why,
was cut.
when you fuck up, why can't you just accept a lie? Just accept it. Why do you have to argue everything?
What was
you
the
know
fuck up?
she's an investigator. All right.
Okay.
She's very good at this kind of stuff, my friend.
Rick,
So my-
also, I'm going to show the camera exactly your cutting work on the other side, right?
all right. Okay.
These are your edges, Rick.
I really dropped the ball, guys.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. And next time I will wrap both edges for Khalyla instead of one for Bobby and one for you.
Okay, now onto the real gift.
Get that shit away from me. Okay. What is
It's a giant. It's a Justin Timberlake book. Hindsight and all the things I can't see in front of me.
Yeah. Look at it. Look, this picture. It's very cool. He's
Wait.
one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
I believe that is I think is that a re-gift from your podcast?
No.
Yeah. Do some research.
It's not a re.
Who gave this to you?
Nobody.
Yeah, yeah.
I bought a few of those. There wasn't regifted. I was
You
never,
bought 2 of these?
Why
pieces
does that
of
sound
shit?
so familiar?
I was never gifted this. I've given this as a gift to some people.
What other guest?
I gave one to Larry Charles. You've worked with Larry
Larry's did your podcast?
twice.
Wow.
I really like this.
I
and
gave one
appreciate
to
this.
Lamorne Morris,
That's the one I saw.
Esther, Will Smith, who I'm very excited to put out soon, and I gave one to Jackie Tone.
Thank
wow.
you so much, Rick.
How the fuck did you get Will Smith?
I have been getting very, very cool guests on the podcast, and I just reach out to people. A lot of times the move I do is I look at people that they follow, and then I send them that episode to say. So King Batch did mine. He follows him. I send that, and
Right.
so Will Smith's coming out soon.
Okay, great.
Thank
so
you for the book, Ray.
thank you
Really,
for the
I
book.
appreciate
We
it.
love them. We love it. We love photos. And it's going to be a good book. I'm going to keep it down here.
Yeah.
And I usually take my like real bad shits down here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to that's going to be the book for that.
Now that we've got started, I have to say,
Yeah.
my girlfriend is such a big fan of yours. And she was doing yoga here. She lives in London. And she was here in January and was doing yoga and saw you there.
I know who she is.
How do you know
'Cause
who she
she's-
is?
She might be the only lady with a British accent in my yoga class.
Yeah, but she probably only was in it with you a few times.
No, I took a class 3 different times. There was a woman from London who was really sweet.
Was she cute? Was she cute?
Yeah, she was cute.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like mild chit chat after
Oh,
class.
I didn't know that she even talked to you. I thought she was too scared to talk to you.
Maybe. Or maybe I just heard her speaking and I was like, oh.
It must have not been her
she's a
because
hot
she's not
chick from
cute.
London.
She's beautiful, the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. We'll be right back with a word for Marshall Rug Gallery.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're going to take a quick break to share one of our favorite products that we use here at TigerBelly.
Quip. You guys, I'm teeth missing because I'll tell you why. I've never really enjoyed brushing my teeth until the last year. As soon as we got Quip, because I use it personally, I look forward to brushing my teeth. I love the way it vibrates. I love the size of the toothbrush. It just makes it more exciting. I feel like I'm getting a deeper cleanse on my teeth and my gums. It really has completely changed my oral health.
Yeah.
And also, it's like you never have to worry about when to get the replacement heads or when to get the toothpaste, the Quip toothpaste. It comes to your door, delivered to your door.
Yeah. And good health starts with good habits. Quip makes it easy by delivering all the oral care essentials you need to brush and floss better. The Quip electric toothbrush has timed sonic vibrations with 30-second pulses to guide a dentist recommended 2-minute routine. And there's even a sized down version designed for kids.
Paired with Quip's anti-cavity toothpaste in mint or watermelon, you'll get all the ingredients teeth actually need and none they don't. Quip also has an eco-friendly refillable floss with a dispenser you keep for life, an expanding string that helps to clean in between. Tell us more about it, Gil.
Quip brush head, toothpaste, and floss refills are automatically delivered on a dentist-recommended schedule every 3 months for just $5 each. A friendly reminder when it's time for a refresh and to stay committed to your oral health. And shipping is free. Join over 3 million happy customers and practice good oral care easily and affordably with Quip, starting at $25.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and if you go to getquip.com/belly right now, you'll get your first refill free. That's your first refill free at getquip.com/belly. Spelled get, QUIP.com/belly. Quip, the good habits company.
Easy.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
And she texted me and she said that you're there and she wants to say hi and it didn't happen. And this is like the in now I have with you to tell you that. So next time, Betty, maybe,
Okay.
That's
sure it'll be a
sweet.
while.
It'll be great. I have to say this. I want to give you real compliments because I like to be jokey and I have defense mechanisms, right, with certain people.
Yeah.
But there are times where I can be vulnerable and there are times that I can be a real person. And so I would have to say this, that you're a real, in comedy, you are a real enigma.
Uh-huh.
And you've taught me a lot of things. Okay. And you're just a guy that showed up one day and you were in everyone's lives and then you worked pretty quickly, right? What I find mesmerizing about you is that when I found out that you got Undateable,
Yes.
it was like almost as if it was like it was my 9/11. It was my 9/11. Yeah, it was my 9/11.
But what was 9/11 for you before that?
Shocking.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it was another 9/11.
Yeah, it was another.
The
yeah.
real 9/11
The
was
real
his
was you
first
getting
9/11.
Undateable.
You're the second 9/11.
Right, yeah, right.
So it was another.
It was
one.
the kind of feeling of like, what, the world isn't right.
Right. People are dying.
It's crazy. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And then I did some investigating. Who did he blow?
What? Investigating what?
Who'd
How
he
you got the
blow?
show?
Yeah.
Who did he blow?
Who did he blow?
Right. Did he blow Robert Greenblatt, the president of NBA? I don't know, right? But then I realized, right, that I did some investigating, and the first two things you auditioned for, you got almost, right? The first one, what was the first thing you auditioned for in terms of a show?
It was called The Assistants.
And did you get the show, or did you went tested?
No,
for
I
it?
tested for it.
Right. So imagine going out for your first pilot, right? You probably, because you had not done anything before that, had to do a cattle call kind of a thing where you had to do a casting director. You didn't go straight to producers, right?
It was a casting director
And then they got called back
that day. It was a callback that day.
that day. Okay, so
Yeah.
you got called back that day, right?
Yeah.
And then you tested for it. You didn't get it. The second thing that you auditioned for was Undateable, and you got it.
I nailed it. Yeah.
I know you nailed it, but don't you? Does that? Hey,
That's
Gilbert,
like-
does that?
A very unlikely story. Where are you
That
from?
never-
Rick?
that
Did you
never
just
happens.
move here and it
I
happened?
have a theory the why.
Why it happened
And
on him?
because we've talked about it. I've talked about it with a bunch of comics, right?
Cleveland.
What?
I just want to be respectful of every I want to take my compliments, but while also acknowledging
What's
the
Cleveland?
Sorry, I interrupted.
What is Cleveland?
Where are you
That's where I
from?
was from.
Yeah, I interjected. I did a very sneaky interjection. I asked a question while you were giving him praises, and then he answered
I waited
while
for a
receiving
pause,
the
yeah.
praises.
All right.
That's how you book shows, by the way. You do your scene. Somebody in the back sneezes. You wait for a pause. Bless you. You go back to the scene.
You acknowledge everyone.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
But what and I've talked to Dalia and a bunch of people about it, how you got the show. And it's you the consequences, or because when I go into a show and audition, right, I go, oh my God, this is not gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's all the cards are stacked against me, right? This is 1 in a million. All those negative thoughts, right? But this kid has always been he doesn't have those kind of thoughts. He has an idea of what he wants and he just does it. Like this podcast that you have. You're just that type of person. Like you're relentless asking me. I mean, I could read our text messages.
Read it.
Yeah, take it.
I mean,
but don't read all of them. Read
I'm going to read all of them.
No,
Right.
don't read the private stuff.
There's no private
No,
There's no private in
just,
here.
if you want to read the stuff, hey, congratulations moving to the neighborhood. Do you want to go to Mendocino Farms? Do you want to take a walk? I hope everything's okay.
That's my next question.
Yeah.
Why every time I go to Mendocino Farms, you're there?
Maybe I'm just, this is coffee and Bobby was saying nice stuff to me, but that you said that feels like such a compliment. I didn't even know you knew who I was.
I always see you there, and I always run.
May
and
I
hide.
start this?
So many.
May I start this?
Cleveland.
Yeah, start it.
Sorry, baby.
Cleveland.
May I start this?
I was addicted to you find certain things
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, that's where I go for 2 months.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there was a few month section where I was there like four times a week. They even put my podcast on their fan of the day board, and it was
Hello.
so maybe you've seen
Cuckoo
that.
caca. Here. Hello.
Cleveland.
Okay. May I start this?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. That's not our text messages.
Let me see.
What is that?
Yes, it starts here.
Don't go that far.
I want to go far. And we'll cut it out if it's too long.
Get the
Okay.
date? What's the date on
Well, just go back to the last
This goes-
few months.
Okay, this go. No, I don't want to.
Well, where are you
October,
going back for?
This is
From?
my podcast.
October what?
26th.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Okay.
You're not going to skip anything.
No, I'm not. I want to read it all the way through. Hello, Bobby. Can you help me shine? That's. Hello, Bobby. Can you help me shine?
I love this guy.
And I can help you shine.
Interesting proposal.
My response, I swear to God, who? Right? And now there's a,
Please screen
an
share that.
essay. There's an essay.
I
here.
want to read that. I want to hear that.
Me and you. Shining. Podcast. Come over. Have me over. Give me advice. Let's write a sketch. Let's talk about life. Meet my new girlfriend. Make jokes about your penis and that get embarrassed because you feel like a hack.
Did I really write? Is
Yeah.
that real? Did I write that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let me buy you
man.
Mendocino Farms.
It just. This is why I booked.
Sponsored by them?
Because they give me free food.
Mendocino.
No, I don't.
And then you go, the last thing you say is, talk to you in December. Right. The next one is, that was on October 26th. This is October 28th.
2 days later.
Yeah. And then this is your dad. You just now, I have not returned any of those, by
course.
the way. Right. Your next one is your dad giving you a text, and then you're telling me what your dad said.
Screenshot of
Okay.
it. Yeah.
I am watching Bobby Lee to a lead guest role in Magnum PI. He's good.
Yeah, my dad talks to me about seeing you on there a lot.
And then
Whenever
you
he
go,
sees
my
a friend of
dad.
mine.
No response from me.
You're right.
Here's another one from you. No
When?
response.
that's
November 5th now.
Okay. So we're about a week and a half out.
Yeah. I'm going to record 8 mini holiday episodes to be released one at a time during 8 nights of Hanukkah.
The 8 Nights of Taiso. That's where you've seen some of these guests. You
Fantastic.
could check
I'm
those
going
out
to
at
decorate my
ricklassman.com.
apartment full holiday style. I want them all be previous guests of my podcast. Would you be one of them? Come over for 20 minutes, in and out, thinking I'm going to record them this month so I can edit them over Thanksgiving holiday. And then no response from me.
Jeez.
November 21st, right? What? You just do a handshake, you know what I mean? Right? Here we go, December 8th. No response by me. Would you mind forwarding me who you get your merchandise from? Not the design, but the manufacturer printer? Nothing. December 18th.
Yeah.
I'm feeling really I'm feeling really like. I think I don't know for sure what the feeling is. I think it's embarrassed.
I know. That's fine. We're gonna talk about.
I think I feel
We
embarrassed.
might cut through all this because it might be dead air. But
No.
I just need to.
okay.
I just want to read through it.
I feel like you shouldn't be embarrassed.
No,
you should be embarrassed.
I'm
that he-
embarrassed.
No,
that
no,
he
I
left
feel
you hanging like that.
I'm embarrassed that I consciously made the decision to keep talking to you.
I know. But let me finish them. All right. Now here we go. December 18th. Hey, Bobby.
You also read it like.
I met
Like
your brother
sad.
yesterday, and he filled me in on how hard of a time y'all been having.
Sweet, very sweet.
Very nice.
I feel bad. I've
Sincere.
talked with you about pod stuff and didn't pick up on any of the obstacles you were having.
Good guy.
This is a very good angle.
Good guy.
That's what I liked about it. The shift
Angle.
in tone because you're trying different
Do
angles.
you think there's
right?
it's being crafted?
Congrats on your move to. Hope you're well. Oh, it's so sad. If you're up for getting food sometime,
Mendocino Farms.
no podcast stuff. I'd love to see you and kick it. Oh, I should have responded to that, but I didn't. January 7th.
Next year?
January 7th now. Yeah.
Okay.
That's this.
This is
get-
2020 now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2020 now. Let's get lunch. You live so close to me. Right? Nothing.
Yeah.
January 15th. Literally nothing. No response.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's just.
Yeah, it's just all him.
Yeah.
That's what I love about him. My girlfriend just texted me that your girlfriend is in her
Yeah, this is
yoga
when it
class
was.
right now. Oh, here we go. Should I ask my girlfriend to try and network with your girlfriend in an attempt to get all four of us to go to Mendocino?
Are you sponsored by them? What?
Nothing. No response. I feel so shitty. I feel bad. But I'm going to keep reading.
Yeah.
January 21st. And then why? Clap.
Why?
Not the clap, you know what I mean? What do you call it?
Oh, like
emoji?
Like when people.
Yeah.
Why aren't
Yeah.
you?
Why not write me back? So he does a clap.
Putting his
right?
foot down. You're putting your
Yeah.
foot
There's
down.
emotion there now.
So now March 7th.
Yeah.
He
Which,
goes
by
from-
the way, people who didn't pick up
Pre-lockdown.
on, this is a week before Pi Day.
So January 21st, now March 7th. Bobby, come take your shoes off again next week. Oh, I can't read what I just read here.
Okay.
I can't.
I don't know what it is, but
I'm
I'll
gonna
trust-
I'm gonna cut that out.
Is it something embarrassing for me or for you?
It's embarrassing. it's embarrassing for you.
What could it be?
I can't do it. I don't want to do it.
He has
Oh,
his.
Yeah, I'll tell you later after the podcast.
He
I'll tell you
has
what it is.
his.
He has the same.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. It's a conversation I don't want to have right now.
I respect that.
It's a conversation I don't want to have right now.
But you know what it is, and I don't, and I want to have that.
You want to cut it out then?
Yeah.
No.
I'll just say it now and then just cut
Okay,
it out.
yeah.
Ping this, all right?
Yeah.
Ping it right here.
I said, this is okay. I want to just say how rude I am.
Okay.
Oh, I know why you're not saying why you're not talking about it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'll just say it.
Well, no. I'll explain why you're not going to say it by just this way. It's something that is not embarrassing for either of us. I mean,
No, but
it just shouldn't be talked about.
Dear God, give me the phone.
I said
Oh, correct.
correct.
Yeah. But if you want to know more, head on over to rickglassman.com
Yeah.
for the answers.
Let me finish this, okay? So
Good call. Good call. Good call.
March 8th. Want to get coffee? You live so close, and I have two friends. Thinking about going to the farmer's market. March 8th. You just sent me a photo of Mendocino Farms. Oh my God. Hey, Bobby. How have you AJK been? What does that mean?
What?
How AJK?
Translation, Rick?
Asian Jewish kind.
You guys isolating? It's scary out there. Are you guys still recording? Checking
How
in
have
about
you,
323
AJK
date.
been?
I'm scheduled with TigerBelly.
How about the U and K bin? How
Curious
have you
about the
and K
logistic.
been?
It just keeps going and going and
Hey,
going.
listen, Rick.
You sent me photos of us. You sent photos of us together.
Very sweet.
So I want to apologize real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So by reading that, no, honestly, put your phone down. By reading all that,
I'd be a little less aggressive on your apologies. Go ahead.
I think that's the reason why I don't respond to you.
I see.
It's that attitude. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm dealing with?
Interesting. Has it always been like this with you two?
So Bobby doesn't respond to people. Is that fair, or is it just me?
No, it's
I don't take it
everyone. It's across
personally.
the board.
Yeah, I don't take it
The only
personally.
person that he responds to is Paul Banks.
Shout out to Paul Banks, by the way. We'll put his Instagram handle up here.
He needs.
So Bobby once told me at the Comedy Store, I'd like to give Bobby a compliment now. Nobody thinks Bobby's funny. I don't mean you're not interesting. Nobody finds you particularly funny. And you and I had a conversation.
what?
No, I was joking. You're very funny. You're one of the funniest.
No, let's be sincere.
Yeah.
If we're gonna fucking do this,
Yeah, you're right.
we're gonna fucking
You're right.
do this.
It's hard to navigate.
fucking
It's
real.
hard to you have to appreciate. It's hard to navigate. I'm literally looking at you through a glass.
I understand that, but
We're performing while also
not
I don't know who
performing.
you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I've known you for over a decade, Bobby.
Yeah.
I still haven't met you.
Wow.
wow.
And
Now
that
we're
doesn't
at
mean that doesn't mean I don't love to play with you. My language is play. But a lot of times people don't know when you're joking, when you're serious. To me, it's all the same. So you and I sit in that pocket well, but then every now and then when I make a joke that you think it's not good timing, I think, no, you're right. But also, I don't know. I'm scared, Bobby. I want to do well with you, with the audience, while also connecting, because it's not like we could ever go to fucking lunch, because anytime I ask you, you ignore me.
I think we have the truth is the aversion to Mendocino Farms and you comes from something very specific that you're not aware of.
I believe that.
I want to make you aware of.
Oh,
now.
please.
Yes, please.
So there was this one time when Bobby and I had just heard really bad news about a house that we wanted. We fell in love with a home, and when they did the inspections, they basically said this home is sliding off a cliff and you cannot live here. So we parked at Mendocino Farms, right? And we were both really bummed out and crying.
Yes.
Because we had put all our eggs on that basket. And then from a distance, we hear your voice and you're like, Bobby, like this. And I'm crying in the car. He's not feeling well. And then he goes up to you and says, hey, dude, we're just going to have a quick bite. Don't really want to hang out because we've had a bad day, right? So we sit far away in Mendocino Farms. You didn't listen to the instructions and then you came over.
I remember
anyways.
this.
Yeah. And then from then on, I have to tell you. That
I'm so glad.
My
But-
favorite.
Yeah.
This is
but-
my favorite thing in the whole world.
And I think from then on, there was a connection to feeling that bad, and then your face hovering over
Yeah.
our
Everything in the
lunch
world.
during Mendocino Farm.
Obnoxious.
So I think from then on, it was like, no, we are not going to go to Mendocino Farms with you.
Yeah, in
So-
fact, the other day you got Mendocino Farms, and I think I equate Mendocino Farms with
With
that
Rick
incident
Glassman.
with Rick
So
Glassman.
I have
I
to-
can't even
I'll
eat
let
there
the, I'll
anymore.
let the gift wrapping thing slide. I also let Rick, you've asked me 50 times to come on the podcast, and I said, no, read it. I've messaged you a lot, not about the podcast. I even said, you know what? It's not worth being defensive, even though as you read it, you realized I asked you a couple of times, and most of it was trying to connect. For better or worse, that was the intention. Now, I will tell you when I saw you there, Bobby didn't come up to me and said, hey, we're having a hard time. Bobby came up to me and my friend, who you call Johnny Boom Booms, and we're making we're making jokes and goofing around and being playful. I didn't know that something was bad until afterwards when you clued me in on it. And I remember this very well. I remember feeling like, oh, I'm embarrassed I didn't pick up on that, but I was not told that. And as soon as that happened, I backed up. So I'll apologize for not picking up on the cues and being annoying, because I am annoying.
He should also be. He should also apologize for not cluing you in on the fact that
Also-
we were having a bad.
Also
day.
for not letting you know, but what's the priority there? I get that. But here we are, a year and a half later, you have this idea of me, and the truth is, this fucking idiot just came over, and instead of saying we're having a bad day, he went, oh, I got a little dick, and I'm thinking, play, and now I'm annoying you when your
Rick,
house just fell off.
Rick,
the cliff.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm the one who asked for you yesterday.
Cheers.
You are not on my bad side at all.
Cheers.
So, did I not say
True.
have
Yes.
Rick Glassman?
True.
Yes.
Now, more backstory. When we were at the Comedy Store years ago, Bobby and I were talking, and Bobby, I'm not past at the Comedy Store, and everybody has their obstacles, and that's fine. But I talked with Bobby about it. Bobby, you were the only person to ever go and talk to them about that. That doesn't mean that anything came from it. Excuse me. But like
3 times. 3 times.
Yeah, and I have friends that are I'm closer with that are, the same, like, we're at the Comedy Store level, that never did that. I never asked them to. I didn't ask you to. You just offered it. It was great. It was very nice. And afterwards, we had the only connected conversation we ever had. And one of the things you said to me was that everybody has their own obstacles. You talked about yours, blah, 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 blah. In that same conversation, you told me, No, this was another time outside of the Comedy Store, sitting in the same spot. So I brought this up to you, and you said, "Listen, Rick," because I asked you to do the podcast for the first time, and you said, you have to ask me all the time. I don't respond to texts. If you really want me to do something, just text me all the time. I now have that as a tool in my tool belt, not for everybody. I have people that I check in because it's a fucking pain in the ass to book people. I have people that I check in, I try to read it because I don't want to bother them, but I also want to keep asking, where I go quarterly, literally every 3 or 4 months, I follow up. Some people every month. For you, I just keep hitting you because you told me to.
Okay, you're right. And you're right. You're right. I apologize.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
No, we're not doing that. But I did tell you to keep hitting me up, and that's actually what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so
Because I listened.
You listened, but I do have to say that I have gone to bat for you, right, in front of Adam,
I know.
and try to give him the argument, right?
Mhm.
And I don't think that I would have done that if I didn't really see your talent.
Thank you.
I really think that you have a specific talent that's necessary in comedy. You're not necessarily a traditional stand-up, right? But you're very creative on stage. You're naturally interesting and very funny, and you have a weird, neurotic, defensive energy, which I like, You do. You have a neurotic, defensive energy.
I'll tell you, that's a bait if I've ever heard one.
Right. And
You're right, Bobby.
And you have this OCD thing, which I
Yeah,
like.
what is that? Why not just say OCD instead of treat it like it's a joke?
Because
While
this-
we're trying to be serious.
No, because this is OCD for sign language.
Oh.
OCD for sign language
Yeah.
is this.
That's what I was trying to do, but I have carpal tunnel. So you're trying to make fun of my disease.
It's not a disease. It's an ailment.
yeah, you're trying to make fun of my disease. I was trying to do this, but I can't because it hurts so fucking bad.
Is this?
So I do it.
How is this going?
Yeah, it's going well.
It's going.
This is
it's
phenomenal.
going well.
Why?
I
Why would
love-
you ask that?
Because
Are you sweating?
sometimes you walk into a conversation with people and their house just fell off a cliff and I don't pick up on it. So I'm trying to just check it.
I have to be honest with you. I think this has been a very delightful conversation since the beginning. I think it's chaos. I think it's entertaining.
Yep.
This is very difficult for me to admit, but there is a part of me, albeit small, that thinks, why didn't we have this guy on sooner? He just doesn't have the name necessarily, but he has the skill, and he does have something very specific that he does that I enjoy.
I got Will Smith on mine.
That's true.
That's what my next question is. You went through lengths, right? You're very crafty, very smart, magical person. You knew exactly what steps to take to get Will Smith on your show. It didn't dawn on you to just ask me.
I want to check the DMs because I know I did, and there's a chance that I deleted it, which I do sometimes when I feel like someone may have seen. Let me before I hold on. Let me look
Yeah.
to see.
For those, and this Khalyla's gonna hate.
But I have asked you.
But for those
You have?
listening,
Yeah, for sure.
for those listening, the easiest way to get to my heart is to harass Khalyla. So anyone listening right now, that's the way to do it.
No, but
Damn.
if I deleted it, if I deleted it, that would have been the reason. After messaging you so much.
Yeah. Other comics listening,
No,
Yeah,
absolutely
the
not.
only way to my heart is through
unsent
Khalyla.
it. I unsent it. I sent it, and then every now and then, when I go to people's, like I say, I follow up every now and then, and I see how long ago I messaged someone. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember contemplating if I should. And it was something to do with, I messaged Bobby a bunch, and then like you, and I was going to message you again, but we don't know each other, and I was like, ew, and I unsent. But I 100% asked.
Are there other comics that you have tried to get on your podcast that have said no?
Yes.
And does that hurt you?
No.
So I think that's another thing that I admire about you is you don't, for some reason, rejection or those kind of things, they don't really hurt you, do they? They hurt me.
Breakups have been painful for me.
Oh, they have?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, because I remember
What
meeting-
hurts you?
Yeah, what does hurt you?
Because it seems like you are very like a guy who would just let shit slide off your shoulders.
I have pretty bad anxiety, and there's a lot of things I try and control that are maybe small to some people that affect me a lot. I don't know if it's because I exhaust myself from those things, or it's just a double-edged sword that has its pros and cons. But things that I try to control so much, things that I've accepted that are out of my control, it's easier to accept that they're out of my control, and it doesn't really affect me the same way as something like, oh no, could I have, you know what I mean? So
what's the last thing that made you cry?
I mean, I cry all the time.
Are you being real?
Yeah, I cry all the
Oh,
time.
you guys are similar. He cries every day. Yeah, about
Don't
something.
say that. Don't
Yeah.
say that.
Well, it's a good thing. I think
Yeah, but
crying's good. It's cathartic.
Not every day. I do cry, but not every day.
I've been crying every day. I've been crying every day.
But do you cry over like the state of the world or personal things?
I'm not always in touch with it, but I do know when I'm watching, Definitely Maybe, or some movie that I've seen a million times or whatever, at parts that aren't that aren't like hitting me that much, I know that it's a trigger for something. Like I'm just breaking. So the world, and also it's not that selfless. It's just the way the world is affecting me. It's just fucking hard right now.
But you do have like real ailments. You have the OCD, and then
My OCD has been bad.
But did you have something else? What is it?
Arthritis and TMJ disorder.
I have TMJ really bad.
What's TMJ?
Temporomandibular joint.
You have that.
A joint, excuse me. Yeah,
real.
it's bad. It's bad now.
Mine's bad.
Do you
use gua sha? It's that jade kind of like this device.
I know what you're talking about. No.
Oh, just push it on there.
I got a TENS machine. Doesn't that do the same thing?
Probably. Do you have the pain because you clench?
So yeah, I got a retainer.
So you got and the mouth guard?
I got the mouth guard, not a retainer.
Yeah.
The mouth guard in March I could barely get the toothbrush in.
Yeah.
Suck about and I was translating. And I actually stuttered, and then I realized that joke may have hurt your feelings while we were being serious. So I'm sorry.
What were you gonna say? Talk about what?
Sorry.
Talk about what? I want to get the racial.
It wasn't a racial joke.
I want to get the racial joke in there.
No, that was the joke that I meant to say was talk about getting an executive at NBC's dick in my mouth because you were talking about the blowing thing. But I hesitated because I didn't want to then like use his name, so I stumbled over it,
Yeah.
and then it made it just sound like what you speak, and I couldn't.
Which is now that was the
Korean.
racial. But I don't speak Korean.
Well, you should learn it. It's your heritage.
That's true.
Yeah.
Please continue.
So I couldn't get the toothbrush in my mouth for a little bit. Now
Yeah.
I could get the toothbrush in. A lot of pain.
I can't even wear headphones like that over the years. I
'Cause of
gotta do
clenching.
these. No, just because the pain afterwards, my face gets swollen.
But your pain is exaggerated from the clenching?
It's not the teeth on teeth clenching. It's the doing this when because I have severe anxiety and sweating and all that. So I do this a lot. Like I just do the mouth.
But I think in your case, Rick,
Yeah,
it's a lot
same.
of.
That's what I thought it was.
Is it stress?
it's stress.
Is it
It's
going?
anxiety.
Oh my life! Why am I so neurotic?
Yeah, not necessarily those words.
Yeah, but why am I me?
Yes.
Yeah, that type of thing.
So Betty would tell me that I'm grinding hard in sleep, and I believe her. But the past couple months, I've noticed me when I get in, like kind of zoning out a little bit, I'm catching myself doing. It's like, fuck, is that what I'm doing all the time?
That's what I do.
And I fractured a tooth a little bit from it. But what affects me? Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. When asking guests and stuff, what hurts?
Yeah.
It's not when I ask somebody and they say no. It's the thing that caused me, in a small version, but to erase the message, which is I grew up not picking up social cues, but I didn't know that I was bad at it. I just thought I know what I know. And when somebody would say, and I've talked about this on my podcast before, but I remember I used to call my friend David every week, and every week he couldn't because of work or school or his mom wouldn't let him or whatever it was. And I just, he just can't this week. And I kept trying.
Yeah.
I never felt bullied. I never felt not included.
wow.
But I wasn't, and I didn't realize that until I'm like at least mid-20s. I wasn't included. And it wasn't like, I don't have a chip on my shoulder. It's not, the kids, not everybody could say, hey, here was the issue. We were having a hard time. You weren't listening to us, and it put a sour taste in my mouth. Let's try and resolve it. But not everybody as adults had that, let alone a kid.
Yep.
So I grew up, and I realized, I always thought I was this funny guy that everybody liked because I like me and my mom applauds me.
Yeah.
And I realized, I annoyed everybody. So I now know I could bother people and I recognize there's a line, and I'm getting better at it, but I don't know when I'm crossing it. So when I message somebody a couple of times, right? I've had Blake Griffin on my podcast. We've done a few podcasts together. Blake Griffin is a NBA All-Star and my Avenger. You know what I mean? Like these are superheroes.
Yeah.
Whoa, Blake's friends with me. I'm friends with Blake. He's not friends with me. You know what I mean? Like he likes me enough to do my podcast, but I'm Blake. You know what I mean? Like I want him in my life.
Yeah.
And I like blew it with him at one point. We started a podcast together, and then I did something that I don't need to get into. I talked about it. It doesn't matter. And then later we rekindled and we became fine. But like when I find out that somebody doesn't like me because of something I did, and I don't know what I did, that embarrassment and shame is like, it's not that, oh, he doesn't like me. It's, oh, I'm annoying.
But are you like me where like there are incidences? Are you like me, like there are incidences in your past where you, in retrospect, you behaved in a way that you're not really that proud of, and you think about those incidences all the time, or can you let it go? Because for me, it plays like an old tape, you know. Like I'll think, why did I fucking do that? Why did I do that? I wish I didn't do that.
Do you ever do it where like you start to mouth off, you start to say out loud what you would have said instead?
Yes, I do that all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're gonna take a quick break to talk about one of our favorite sponsors.
BetterHelp, guys. Khalyla and I just had therapy today. We love BetterHelp. It's helped our relationship. I also do solo therapy. It's really helping my life out, especially in this pandemic. Is there something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals? BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online.
There is a broad range of expertise available which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide, though.
I love it.
You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy.
And baby, can I tell you why I love BetterHelp? It's affordable. It's way more affordable than traditional offline counseling. And guess the kicker right here.
What's the kicker?
Financial aid is available. Go ahead.
Oh, come on.
Close it out, Gilbert.
Come on. BetterHelp wants you to start
Come on,
living
baby.
a happier life today. Visit their website and read their testimonials that are posted daily. Visit betterhelp.com/belly. That's better, H-E-L-P, and join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. Special offer for TigerBelly listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/belly. Enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, I got a great anecdote. Less than 60 seconds. Bobby, do I have your permission?
It's like a doctor.
We'll be right back with a word from Marshall Rug Gallery. If you're looking for just the right flooring, you need choices. And at Marshall Carpet One, you'll certainly find them. And we're back. I remember being at Disney World when I was, let's say 7. 1, 2, 3, 7. And I was there with a family friend, my mom's friend and my friend, her son, right? And I have a weird thing with
Start over. I honestly,
it's okay. The audience heard
just
it.
give me a second. Just give me a second,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I'll be honest with you what's going on.
I know what's going on.
I've tuned out.
Of course.
Yeah.
No. Don't say of course.
But
you didn't know that.
On my podcast, you literally, you fell asleep multiple times.
No, but right now, I'll be honest with you. I just don't know what the fuck is going on. So I was just trying to be honest with you. So
Should I stop?
No,
Should I
go
stop?
from the rug thing. Start that thing over.
Well, we're not going to edit that out. Now we finally hear you being
I want
honest
the
for
rug thing in
first
there.
time.
His dad
The
owns a
rug
rug
thing.
store. It's one of the best rugs on
I
planet.
go on my podcast. It started as I guess it's a joke, but I cut to commercial and I cut to my dad's rug store commercial. I do the VO on it. It's a few seconds. It's just a joke.
Okay.
I've been going on other people's podcasts.
Tell me the
trying to get my
story. So
dad's
years ago, tell me the
commercial on.
story. I'm going to be completely with you.
I
Go
thought
ahead.
as a trio, we're very seizure-inducing.
As a trio, we're very seizure-inducing. Who says that?
I think it's entertaining.
I think that between the three of us,
Yeah.
we could really cause a lot of seizures in people.
No, I think it's entertaining.
Should we do another podcast? Call it Seizures? We'll just do it for a few months until I get my subscribers up.
He's like, how do I get more ad space?
Yeah.
Let me tell this anecdote.
Okay. Go, so start from the beginning.
All
Do the rug, and then go.
You look at camera, snap, and say, and we're back.
And we're back.
Snap and say, and we're back. We come.
And we're back.
Jesus. So, lying is a very difficult thing for me. It's not a moral decision. It's just something that I'm wired with. I just can't do it, and it just doesn't feel like it's worth it. When I was a kid, it was a very obsessive thing, and I would tell my mom everything I did and everything I thought. There was a moment where I went, the kid Michael went to the bathroom. His mom Kathy went to the bathroom, and I'm 7. As I'm walking to the bathroom, I remember picturing when she goes to the bathroom, she's going to pull her pants down. I wonder if she's going to get naked. I pictured her naked. Oh, no. I went pee, I went back, and I told my mom, like I was admitting to her that I fucked dad. Like, you're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you, but I have to tell you. And I'm emotional about it, and I don't understand what's wrong with me. And I tell her that I felt this stuff, and it felt so good to let her know. And she said some big moment for me. She said, Rick, I'm so glad that you felt safe to come to me with that. You could tell me anything you ever want to tell me. I want you to know that everybody has weird thoughts. There's nothing wrong with it. It's 100% natural. Think whatever you want to think. You don't have to tell me if you don't want. That was, from that, it changed everything. But also, it's like, oh, you think things. Mm-hmm. You think things that are bad. You think like, I'm picturing Bobby naked now because I've seen it. You just picture stuff. Who gives a shit? You don't have to. You don't owe everybody what you're feeling.
It's funny because I've done the same thing with my parents growing up, but they don't fully understand they don't know English that well. So I think I told them personal things, knowing that they wouldn't be able to fully grasp what I was saying. Like when I got sober, my junior year in high school, I would say something like, oh yeah, I jerked off to a Hustler magazine out in the field, and I came all over a rock. All they hear is rock, came, right? And it's a jerking motion.
Well, that's
they
really
can't
the
put it all
important
together.
stuff. They don't know what that means.
Though.
They don't really know what it means. So and my dad will go, okay.
So did you tell them on purpose, knowing that they wouldn't know?
Yeah, you could just say things to, immigrant, my parents.
That still seems like a safe place, though.
Yeah, that felt good.
Yeah.
It felt good. Dad, I think I'm an incel. I think you fucked me up because you're so ugly and mom's so pretty and you fucked me up genetically.
Is your mom really pretty?
I mean, if my mom has a nice jawline, you think my mom's cute, but pretty, right?
Yeah.
Just cross eyes, but that, who?
Who what? I noticed that.
What?
Your mom's not cross-eyed.
Is she?
She, well, you know that she was.
She was, and then she got the surgery for it.
But still, one
What
goes.
surgery do you have for a cross eye? Is this a patch?
I think it's like you just. No, I think you just like strengthen a muscle back there.
Yeah, you shrunken the muscle.
Yeah, with a patch to force it to.
I think that's for astigmatism.
But she literally had surgery on her
The
eye.
patch, because my friend
had
has astigmatism and he has
She had
to wear
eye
the
surgery.
patch.
She had eye surgery.
I think that as an exercise on the podcast, off the podcast, you call your friend and you say that you wrote those things and you're ashamed of them and they weren't even about her, but I'm just trying to figure some stuff out.
She's gonna unfriend me. She's like, "Are you on drugs?" She's gonna be like, "Who gives a shit? We were fucking 19 years old." Rick, that was just a really poor example.
She's not gonna do it.
That was a poor example.
Okay.
There are other things.
She's not gonna
that,
do
You want me to call her?
You want to call her?
She's not gonna do it.
Who?
Whatever he's saying to do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Being
don't know what we're
ashamed of
talking-
your 18-year-old self.
Well, being ashamed of everything. Shame is just one of those things that us Asians carry forever.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't get it.
Yeah, it's something that
You don't get.
Well, then there's
You don't
nothing.
get it. Your
Then
feeble
why
mind
why
can't-
complain about
Can't
it?
get it.
we're not complaining
Shut the
about it.
fuck
We're
up, man.
sharing. We're sharing with you what hurts us.
Oh no.
What an interesting guy you are.
We've hit a wall.
No, we
I
haven't.
think this is it.
This is not it.
This is it.
This is three mind. These are three.
I'll tell you something. If
Do we all do it?
if we weren't in this thing, I would love to do what we do on my podcast. And when we snap, we switch chairs and everything. But you can't commit to
Yeah,
this, right?
you know what I do want to do though
now.
is when the pandemic's over.
Not during a
I'm gonna.
pandy.
I promise you this. Okay, I promise you this, Glassy. First of all, I call him John Boom Boom. Your friend. Remember you at Mendocino Farms, John Boom Boom?
Yeah,
What's his last name?
John DeWalt.
What? How did I get Boom?
Because you have.
I know. No, I know why. I know
Well,
why.
Boom is a boxer.
No, I know why. Boom Chicago. Was he ever in Boom Chicago?
Yes, he was.
improv.
That's why I call him that.
Wow,
John Boom Boom.
that's great.
Yeah. But when you said it, you call my friend John Boom Boom as if I was some sort of fucking psychopath. There's a reason why I call people stuff.
This needs to get better now.
What?
What?
This. I need people to want to come and see.
Yeah. It's good.
I think that something
already
happened-
good.
When I gave you this book,
Yeah.
I think you took it with a little confusion.
I didn't.
No.
I know that. You know what? I appreciate Justin Timberlake for his
Yeah.
for his artistry and
He has
his
really blue
slip
eyes.
ups with his wife.
Yeah.
his
You
new
appreciate the
baby.
slip-ups?
I do. I appreciate slip ups of humans. I'm all about. I'm interested in the growth and learning. I like when people fall through cracks and come out of it better.
May I say,
Mm. Yes.
if you could feel that way about
About
yourself as you do others,
Thanks, Rick.
Thank
Full
you.
circle.
Thank you,
I
Rick.
feel it.
we'll be right back.
Thank you for your time. What an interesting
Where am
hour.
I?
What an
Very
interesting
good.
What an interesting hour. Very good.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah. At the end of our podcast, we do a thing called Unhelpful Advice.
Is it really? Oh man, you know what? There was one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about,
What?
and we never get.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Do it.
Yeah. All right.
Did you forget?
No, it's just something that's going on right now. That
Go ahead, go
Betty
ahead.
said would be interesting because you have medical expertise, and it would just be
I
like
don't.
oh well then. how do we-
Well, no, just try. Let's give it a try.
So I've been dealing with some medical stuff with my hormones being very all over the place, all my hormones, and I've been seeing doctors and MRIs and CAT scans and all these things. And recently I went to whatever the penis doctor is for fertility and stuff, who has a specialty in endocrinology, especially with testosterone, not all hormones, but testosterone. And he wasn't sure, and I have to go to a geneticist for more tests and stuff, but I'm just taking my time because of the world. And he told me that a lot of Ashkenazi Jews, not a lot of, but of this condition that he's about to tell me of, the majority of them are Ashkenazi Jews. I don't remember the name of it, but it's something where I'm a man and a woman, not a hermaphrodite. It's something else. I'm a woman. I'm not a man and a woman. I'm a woman. I'm a woman with a penis, and which is totally fine, and I support that.
This is how it starts.
But it was just like, well, I'm not a woman.
Hormonally, on paper, is what they're saying.
Is his hypothesis.
Okay.
And I was born a certain way, and whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm not. But like, well, let's do the test.
Right.
But then, as more things are going down, and Betty's helping try to figure out and diagnose, like, some things are possible, but that means we would never be able to get pregnant because I have a varicocele on my left testicle. Shout out to varicoceles. And I had one when I was in 11th grade. I had an operation.
Yeah.
It went away. I then got a girlfriend pregnant. And things happened what we felt was both for us at the time. And I think it's great that a woman or a man has a choice with their body, and you should vote. And
We're all about abortions on this podcast. We're good.
fantastic. And so I've gotten a person pregnant,
Yes.
and
Mazel.
thank you. And then the varicocele came back. So I always thought you get rid of the varicocele when you're ready to have a baby, because I was told it's not going to get any worse. You
Okay.
just why have it now?
Yeah.
But now it turns out if I'm a woman,
Yeah.
I've never gotten somebody pregnant. So I'm thinking, was she pregnant with somebody else's
Wait.
baby?
So now they're saying that it's an impossibility that you, with
Being a woman.
being a woman or with post varicocele, that you impregnated a woman.
Yeah. So basically, if you couldn't get Bobby pregnant,
Right.
varicocele or not.
Okay.
So, did she?
This is what you wanted to talk about?
This is important. I want to hear this story.
So basically, I have to find out if I got somebody pregnant. That
This is your
changes
closer.
the diagnosis.
This is your closer?
yeah, it changes your diagnosis.
Yeah.
So what am I going to reach out to her?
Yes.
And say, hey, did you
This is-
cheat on me?
Yes.
So I did.
Just be like, okay.
I did, and this just happened. This was last night, and she wrote back to me this morning.
And what did she say? Wait, hang on.
You'll have
How
to go
did
to
you write her?
rickglassman.com to find out.
All right. Okay.
Wait,
Instagram.
Okay.
but what did you say? How did you even broach the subject? Have you spoken to her in a long time, or were you just like, hey, what's
Okay.
up? Did you cheat on me?
I can read it to you.
Please.
Do you know what he's talking about, by the way, Bobby? What it looks
I have
like?
no idea what's going on.
This is what it looks like.
Let me see.
That's a varicocele, but
Let me see. What?
Is that one?
No, basically, a varicocele is a group of veins.
it's like a varicose vein.
Yeah, so it's basically I
Oh.
have veins around the testicle, and because veins are filled with blood and it's warm, it makes the temperature of my testicles spicy.
Extra hot.
Yeah.
But it looked like there was only,
One was
there was only
large.
one ball in there.
So
Is
he
that
was
what it-
basically
one testicle is a little smaller than the other.
Oh,
he was basically boiling his sperm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, yes.
You know.
You were boiling the goods.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
your testicles are like one of them's winking, if they were eyes.
Yeah, I would think more of one of them. One of them is more looking into one of those things,
Magnifying glass.
A magnifying glass, that's what it is.
That's a microscope.
Microscope.
Magnifying is a
Microscope.
handheld.
Yeah.
because I'll be honest, because why not? There's glass here. It's significantly smaller.
Oh, but how's the dick?
It's my girlfriend even said to me when my doctor said, "Are you a woman?" She said her first thing, "Did he see your penis?" Because it's great. It's great.
I'm sure it is.
It's great.
I'm sure it is.
So I just thought it was an interesting subject.
I want to know
What
what the
unhelpful-
email is. No, this is important.
This is the unhelpful advice, I think.
So here it is. Here's me reaching out to a girlfriend I had a while ago,
Okay.
asking if she cheated on me.
All right.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, name, how have you been? Gotta ask. What is she gonna be? I've been good.
Wait, hang on. You didn't address her by her name?
Yeah, I didn't say hey name. I'm just
Oh my God.
Fill in the
Rick.
blanks, babe.
yeah. Hey, whatever you are.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I just don't want to put her on blast.
Okay.
She's a very famous movie star now.
Okay.
Hey,
Is she really?
No.
Oh, okay.
I would tell you the name if it was. How have you been? I have an odd question to ask you that's really important to me,
Okay.
making it about me so she doesn't feel defensive.
Right.
Let them hear the data.
Uh-huh.
As I'm sure you remember, almost 15 years ago while we were together, you got pregnant and we handled it the way we felt best at the time.
Great.
Today, I'm running into some interesting biological questions involving my genetics, hormones, and fertility.
TLDR.
GHF.
All right. Go ahead.
Basically, if I have ever gotten someone, you know what? I'm now. Finish it. We might read it super fast.
No,
no, you're
Take
good.
your time. But what I just want to say real quick is, why even text her? Who gives a shit? Let it go.
No, this
Because
is
if I didn't get her,
Why would you care about it?
because if I didn't get her pregnant,
Who cares?
Because he's trying to have a baby.
Let me answer. Let me answer.
He's trying to have a baby.
If you're gonna ask me a question, let me answer. If you're gonna make a judgmental joke, but end it with a fucking period or exclamation point.
Okay, but whatever happened in the past, then deal with the present.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm doing.
Sweetie, but in this case, the past absolutely is pertinent to his future.
Okay, go
So,
ahead.
yes, this is necessary.
Go
Continue,
ahead.
Rick.
Go ahead. My bad.
Continue.
Fuck,
My
man.
bad. My bad. Go ahead. Finish.
I'm gonna start from the beginning.
I want you to. Because I don't fully know what you're saying. So
Why
please-
would you? You're fucking. There's birds floating around your head when you're not talking.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Send this to me. We'll animate the birds.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I'm doing
Please, I
stand up
want
right
you-
now, and now the audience
I
is
want
not
you to
into
be
the
real,
joke.
dude.
But it's not even a joke.
I'm curious.
It's-
Keep
I'm-
going. I'm really curious.
I'm really
This is
curious. about-
educational for me, so please continue.
Yeah. So hello.
Hello, name.
Fill in the name.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello,
How have
Silver
you
Bullet.
been? I
Hi.
memorized.
Okay, this is.
I memorized
Can
it.
I give you the short version of it?
How have you been?
What's up? Remember, I got you pregnant, and then now we continue.
Continue. Go ahead.
Remember, we got a shmshmorsh, and then this continues. Picks up
yeah.
from there.
As I'm sure you remember, almost 15 years ago, while we were together, you got pregnant, and here we go.
Yeah.
Today, I'm running into some interesting biological questions: genetics, hormones, fertility, and basically, if I've ever gotten someone pregnant, it would help narrow a lot of things down. And without going into too much detail, this isn't just about fertility. This is about a lot of things involving my body. And as uncomfortable of a question as this may seem to you, the only thing that matters is the data. I mean, nothing personally, nor do I have any judgment whatsoever. It's just a couple of things have come up recently that have contradicted the reality of me getting somebody pregnant ever. So my question to you, and again, no judgment is, when you got pregnant while we were together, was I the person who got you pregnant? Is there any chance it could have been with someone else? It's really important that I know for sure. Again, I can't stress enough, respectfully, this has nothing to do with you.
Very good. Very good.
So much time has passed, and if you slept with somebody else when you're 20 years old, who cares? I even capitalized who cares because I didn't know how to spell.
Okay.
Yes.
Oikovolt.
Okay, Rick.
I want to make sure you understand I'm not accusing you of anything again, and I apologize for over-communicating. I would be asking this question to anybody. It's just that it is contradicting certain diagnoses that I have been getting, and this is about my overall health, and I hope you'll be completely candid with me.
Okay.
Sorry
She didn't respond.
Sorry for such a random and odd message, but if there's even a 1% chance you got pregnant for somebody else, that is information that would be valuable to me. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for your patience in reading such an odd, long message.
Okay.
She wrote back, Dear Rick, I've been waiting for this. I cheated on you.
No.
No. She didn't. She said she didn't cheat.
So you're not a woman.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. All this time, I felt like I was turning into my mother.
What did it say?
She said, no, I'm not going to, it's fine, but I'm just not going to read her message
Yeah,
just
that's
because
fine.
it feels like that's not for me to read.
So yeah.
But I didn't cheat on you. And she said that, she said everything's blah, 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 blah. You know, how have you been? She's having a baby boy soon. And
Wonderful.
May I
she's
talk?
moving.
May I talk?
And I want to write back, end with this. I just want to write you my funny response.
Okay.
She said, I'm expecting a baby boy in, this month, blah, blah, blah. I said, congratulations. Will this be your third? I hate to ask, and I'm sorry if this feels too personal, but is this baby mine? Just to show, lighten up the mood.
Very funny.
Anyway, it goes on.
Very good.
Maybe we'll get coffee.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
You're like you're like Spock, and everyone is around you is like Bones.
The character or the thing?
Yeah, the actual character, right? It's like you come into my podcast, you bring your own headphones,
Yes. Yours disgusting.
you bring your own mic.
Yeah.
We've never had that happen before,
Crazy. Yeah.
Well,
right? You wiped everything down.
I respect it.
thank you.
I'm wondering what it's like when a lady makes love to you. Do you put plastic over the bed?
It's an interesting
Is it
question.
very surgical?
I have rules, and I get them out of the way really fast.
Okay, so what are the rules? I'm a lady.
Yeah,
Okay, let's say we've been dating for a couple weeks.
sure.
I decide.
Then I've already fucked you.
We've dated a couple days.
I probably am about to fuck you.
Okay. So this is about the fuck,
Right.
right? So I come over to your house.
Right? You've
Yeah.
already gotten to know me, so
Yeah.
you know it's cute when I say, take off your shoes, and if we're going to get into my bed, you either need to be naked or I'm going to give you shorts. Because they know these things already.
Is that what you say?
Yes.
So you give them shorts, like basketball
I
shorts?
give them options.
All right.
Basketball shorts.
Yeah, or by the way, this was a long time ago, and all of them were uglier than Betty. Betty, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever been with.
Yeah.
Or the boxers that I don't wear anymore, but they're like, girls wear them as shorts. They do this thing, they roll it
I
a little
like
bit,
that.
and
I
then
like
they're
that.
like,
Yeah.
and then they'll get in bed, and then I'll say, Alexa, play rock and roll or whatever we're in the mood for.
yeah.
Put on one of my podcasts or something.
What? So Led Zeppelin rock and roll, or just any rock and roll?
Is there any other rock and roll?
There probably is. Good. Touche. Go ahead.
So play a little Led Zeppelin, Smoky on the Water or whatever songs. I don't know any Led Zeppelin. Imagine listening to Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And yeah. So what's your question now?
So is it? But because you're so very clinical and surgical about things, is there okay, now you're gonna lay on your back, spread your legs open, and I'm gonna insert here? I mean, how does that work?
No. Listen. As OCD as I am,
Yeah.
I also, and I'm not. Yes. I made that up, by the way.
I know. My cousin's deaf.
It's
okay.
You didn't know. Let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
I'm very excited to hear that we'd love to get him on the pod. You know what I've been wanting to do? I've been wanting to have somebody sign in the corner of my living room the whole podcast. Could we get him on your episode and he could sign everything?
No, he's in the Philippines.
Well, we'll.
Can you Zoom it?
Hey, Rick, would you ever have my girlfriend on your podcast?
Don't force me onto someone's show.
Listen, I would love to have you on the podcast.
Yeah.
I asked something that is very high school recently when Esther was on mine because we talked about you guys a little bit. I suggested you guys should go on TigerBelly to promote your special.
Yeah.
Talking about you. I'd love to have her on. And at the time, I don't remember if I had deleted it or not, but I did do hey, will you circle? I had Esther ask you to
What is
feel
it
interest.
about you writing me and then undoing the writing?
I was wrong. And
I feel like I'm a really approachable person.
I don't know you. And through association, you heard the messages. When I message you, because of our relationship in that moment, it's now we have, relatively speaking, our own. But it was only you're Bobby's girlfriend. Respectfully, I don't know you. I didn't think you knew who I
That's
was.
fair. You know what? I do appreciate that because some people don't. They just
Some people don't what?
just go for it, and I'm kind of like,
It felt a little. It would feel to ask you without meeting you, and it's not necessarily the right. But my mindset is, oh, I asked Bobby. Bobby isn't. Maybe I could get Khalyla, and I didn't want to make it seem like that. And there's probably other things that I could check in on. I don't know, but I would love to have you on the podcast.
Were you neurotic on the set of Undateable? I heard some things
but you were just on. Oh, really? What did you hear?
that you were in the beginning of your first show, and there was a little neurosis going on the show.
I definitely the first season in particular.
Yes.
I came into some really strong self-awareness when I turned 32.
Okay.
So the first little bit of Undateable, it was I'm sure you heard some things that I maybe don't even know, and probably.
No, it wasn't anything bad. It was just that I just found I had heard rumors
Like, what did you hear?
just that you were like neurotic on set, and that you would like want funnier lines, or I don't know what it might be.
Yeah, probably. I probably wanted funnier or more lines.
But it got to the point that where I would hear it from the rumor mill that you were outwardly
From the people on the cast who are friends of
other
yours.
people. We'll just say that.
I don't know, man. But you know what? I'll tell you this much. I am not who I was before, but I am proud of him. And I have learned from him. And
Dude, that's the best. Oh my, you're about to make me cry. That's the best answer I've ever heard. Because whatever you are, and I'm trying to figure that out right now, my friend. Yeah, you should be proud of whatever you are.
I really like you.
I
Rick.
really like you too.
I think you're a
Do you?
magical
Yeah,
being.
yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I do.
You
love
know,
your
there
podcast.
aren't a lot of people that I naturally.
now my eyes are watering. I felt like you didn't like me, and that was okay, but I wanted you to.
Wow.
You're an agent
Wow.
of chaos.
Yeah.
In like, there are certain people that I feel very like, just like a magnet to. Him being one of them, and I just get him. Whatever chaos, whatever agent of chaos this is, I get, I love, I adore all parts of it. Right? I feel the same way about you, and I just met you.
Thank you.
And I didn't think I would. I thought this would be a dreadful podcast, and I really, really,
She really
like
did.
you.
Oh, is that why you came in like, oh, I guess we're ready?
With a shield on my face.
Yeah, she came in. I've never seen her wear a shield before.
First time a shield on this podcast.
What did I say about him before? Be careful with
careful
Rick. He
around
might be
him.
a vector.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said. That's
you
why
were
I
the
came with a
opposite.
shield.
You were the opposite.
You're the opposite.
A vector for.
Just germs and bacteria. I didn't know that you were careful. I didn't think you would bring your own mic. I didn't know that you'd bring your own headphones. I'm actually like so impressed.
My podcast is literally called "Take Your Shoes Off."
I thought that was just an Asian, an homage to the Asian folks like us, because we take our shoes off.
Yeah. No, it's take your shoes off is the easiest one for, like, when you come into my house, there are so many rules that I feel like take your shoes off is the dipping their toe in. Like, oh, I get it. He's somebody who wants things a certain way. And then you got to wash your hands. You got to change your shirt, shorts, all these things.
it,
So it's just
yeah.
like the easiest one. So yeah, I'm a clean person. And
All right. So we just did an extra 20 minutes.
yeah, put on the Patreon.
All right, no, we are. We're going to keep it in. But let's do an unhelpful advice.
Sure.
So we have emails. We'll answer, and then we'll get out of here.
Unhelpful Advice with Bobby, Khalyla, and Rick. Take Your Shoes Off podcast, Glassman.
That's really you doing it live.
Yeah. Would you guys like to decipher a dream, industry question, or marriage help?
Well, no.
We
Let's
just did therapy, so let's just do a fucking dream
dream.
industry.
Let's just do dream interpretation.
And what, do we each do it? Three different ones.
Whatever you want to say.
I think that we can come together as
It's one thing, and then
agree
whatever you wanna
on-
say.
Yeah.
Okay, this is from a friend of ours, a fan of ours. Hey guys, my name is Renee Meza. I'm a truck driver from Colton, California, and I love all you guys and they make my trips more enjoyable. So I had
Thank
this,
you, Renee.
So I had this dream that I walked out of my bedroom to my living room, and I saw a bunch of cum puddles all over my living room floor. I turned to my left, and I see Bobby crouching on top of my couch, giggling and saying, yeah. And he was just wearing some American flag underwear, patriotic. I turned to my right, I see Bobby's parents cleaning up the puddles, and his dad was yelling at me, saying, why did I let him do this?
And
What?
whose dad was yelling
Bobby's dad
My own dad.
was yelling at Bobby?
was yelling at this guy.
At Renee.
Renee.
Saying, Renee, why did you let Bobby
do this?
come on the floor?
P.S. He wants to know, what does this mean? And he'd like to give a shout out to his wife, Maria. I love you. I'll see you soon, because he's a truck driver, so he's
Oh,
gone for a
that's
long
sweet.
time.
Yeah, that is really sweet.
You want to take a stab first?
Well, I mean, I can't. I don't have enough variables, and I have a couple of questions because clearly there's this. Renee is reaching out to this podcast with a dream he had, so I wonder how manufactured this is. But what I need to know his relationship with his parents to know this, and his relationship with his wife. But off the top of my head, I just think he's a fan of Bobby and dreamed about him, and he's a blue writer. So I can't really give you any.
Wow.
Is there a piece, the fact that Bobby's dad did not yell at Bobby but yelled at Renee?
I mean, there's so many factors. There's Bobby's relationship with your father and everything that has happened that he might be projecting. Is he connecting with that, or is he assuming something on him? That's why I want to know his relationship with his parents.
Rick?
Bobby?
That was a test. I wrote that email.
Oh, well then I have an answer for you.
Go ahead.
Without revealing too much, it would be fair to assume you guys have at least opened the conversation of wanting to start a family. And with that, whom I comes its challenges. You have a new
challenge.
You have a new home, and not just in the physical space, but in a world that has changed, and things need to be clean and things need to be organized. You want to be this. You're this beta who wants to be this dominant force. You have found someone who will let you feel like you're in control, even though you are the person that holds everything together, the emulsifying agent. And this dream would probably, to me, represents Bobby could do whatever he wants. Oh, look at me. I'm going to get naked on stage and I'm going to come on the floor. Oh, I'm the best, right? And your world is going to his world is going to take care of you. But why would your father not Renee, you, why would you allow Bobby, nurture Bobby, validate Bobby to be this way when, and there's really no judgment and I don't know.
I didn't write the email.
He didn't. Oh, okay. Then I don't know.
He was going.
But congratulations on
I didn't write
the family.
Cum puddles?
Yeah.
We don't do cum puddles.
We don't do cum puddles.
What do you do? Where do you go?
We just
in her eyes or her hair. Okay.
dreadlocks.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. Every single time in your eyes or your hair?
Every single time.
That means it always ends with a blowjob, or does he like kind of scoot up and then go?
It's an old time.
Yeah, what if you're
He
on
walks
top?
over
Yeah.
because I am rather tall
Yeah.
Sure.
comparatively.
Yeah.
So he walks over to the.
Well, she's
other side of the
standing.
bed.
I need her to be standing. I crawl up her like I'm a koala.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
Tell me, does he more times than not come in your eyes or your hair?
I don't. What I do is, this is the truth. This is the truth.
Push it.
I'll go, I'm about to go. And I lunge off of her.
Wait, you lunge?
Yeah.
You're never on top.
Well, whatever. Or I push her off. I push you off.
Yeah.
Right? And then I put my hand like this.
You
You
Heisman.
stiff arms me.
I do a
Heisman.
Heisman, O.J. Simpson Heisman.
We high five.
Yeah.
We high five.
Right? Like I'm about to get it,
Yeah.
touchdown.
Why are you
Right?
holding it up there?
Right?
Right.
And then I go, oh, and it goes, bink, one little
Yeah.
drop and hits. And then she always.
Like a goldfish, like catch it midair, go. "Ow."
yeah.
All right. Well, one thing we need to redact, Renee, when we corrected saying a friend to a fan, I think you forgot to say, just joking, a friend. Thank you for being such a big part of this, and glad we can make you happy. If you really want to enjoy your rides, check
What do you
out
wanna
Take Your
plug?
Shoes
Anything
Off
you wanna plug?
podcast. People
Anything
say
you want to plug?
just my podcast.
What's it called again?
Take Your Shoes Off.
That's right.
And people have said how they could go in. I would love for them to see the comments on yours because they said this is the greatest guest appearance that you've ever had. And I think that's not because of me, but I'm glad that we together built an environment for you to shine.
I think we have a good vibe together.
Yeah.
I think we have a good chemistry together.
I will say something. Mark my words. Should the Red Rocket ever just say I want to quit?
Drama.
Yeah.
I think that Rick's the guy.
Well, I'm gonna.
Would you do a podcast with me?
Yeah, we on your first appearance because you said the same thing, and it really is honestly. There's a few special episodes. My two favorite are yours and the second one I did with my dad and my cousin. There's something really special about that. And we both felt it in the podcast and we talked about it and you said you want to and you were like thinking about it and then you're like, I'm starting one with Andrew. That was right when you were starting it.
Right.
So I want to take your compliment while also I'm not being political. I just want to be, because it made me feel a little uncomfortable. I will never take Andrew's place. Nobody can. He's a very special boy.
We love him. I'm just saying, should he ever just one day decide to fuck off and move to Wyoming, I think that
and
you're
there
a
was
great replacement.
availability to work with Bobby.
Right.
on
I
would go
something
Theo.
not as a replacement.
I would call Theo first.
Yeah, but he wouldn't do it.
Well, we're doing something together as we speak. So
Yeah, but you don't want to lean into that too much. It's become really.
Right.
You are, and I want your fans to know this, and maybe some of them do.
Yeah.
You're not a cartoon character.
Who said that?
Everybody.
Oh, wait.
The industry?
So you think that?
Yeah, that's yes.
You think the vibe on me? You think that the vibe on me is that I'm a cartoon character type of a guy?
I think that you lean into a joke more than the truth, and the reason
What's
you
the joke? What's the joke?
Whatever, Joe.
the intention behind what you're saying.
This is who I am.
This is who you are. This is who you are, and this is what works. You go on with another. And by the way, Theo.
Yeah, I'll
he's
never
great.
do one with you.
Of course not.
Okay, give him a round of applause, everybody. Rick Glassman, that was very good, very good, very good.
If we did do a podcast,
Thank you.
What would you call it?
Thank you. Oh my God. My mind is like that was
It's still rolling, Rick. Feel free to keep.
all over.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. I'm just a no-name Jew, neurotic piece of shit that Bobby had on as a favor because I bothered him too much about Mendocino Farms. But I want to say I appreciate you. Head on over to rickglassman.com and Marshall Rug Gallery to pick up anything you need. If you're looking for just the right flooring, you need choices. And at Marshall Carpet One, you'll certainly find them.
And we're back. Thanks for watching the show, everyone. Hope you enjoyed Rick. He was, I love his podcast, Tyso. So make sure you check it out. Take Your Shoes Off podcast. Thanks to our sponsors, Quip and BetterHelp. For a better brushing experience, go to getquip.com/belly right now, and you get your first refill free. Take charge of your mental health today. TigerBelly listeners get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/belly. And if you aren't part of the community already, go to patreon.com/TigerBelly for a bunch of BTS exclusive vlogs, podcasts. I think by the time you're listening to this, the Jewel podcast is up, so you get to hear a little bit from Bad Friends Rudy about what it's like to live with Tito Bobby and Ate Khalyla. And we asked her a bunch of stuff from the Philippines as well. Also, guys, if you haven't done this yet, make sure you tell all your friends that sing, or if you are a singer yourself, guys, submit to the TigerBelly's Got Talent singing competition. We'll be documenting that, so don't worry. It's not like something where we see all the videos and we announce a winner. We'll be documenting the different rounds. A certain round that once we have our select few, we're going to actually have Bob and Khalyla coach them. Song selections, advice, and that will all be filmed. And then we'll announce a winner, and that winner will get to sing the outro song. We don't know what that is yet. It could be the outro song that we already have, which is basically our intro song, or we'll create a new song, maybe have Bobby produce the track, and then the winner be the singer. So it's going to be really exciting. So everyone, make sure you get all your singer friends that listen to the podcast, or if you are a singer, make sure you submit. There's a soft deadline, and that deadline will probably be end of August. So make sure you get it in now. Make sure you follow us on TigerBelly on Instagram. Follow Khalyla at CalamdyK, George at George_Kimmel, Bobby at Bobby Lee Live. And once again, guys, I'm not going to say my Instagram handle. I'm actually going to tell you to follow We Out Here MMA. It is a new MMA podcast show that I do with a couple friends, Kung Fu Nick and Alex Livgod Acosta. We love you guys. Have a good night.